It is 1993. Three friends are huddled in a booth at a Denny's diner in California. Over coffee and grand slams, they decide to start a company. They don't have an office, so this diner becomes their first headquarters. Their goal? It sounds almost quaint today, to make video games look better. Fast forward 30 years. The year is 2026. One of those friends, a man almost always seen in a black leather jacket, is Jensen Huang. He's no longer just making games look pretty. He is the architect of what might be the most important hardware in human history. His company's chips don't just render graphics anymore. They are the engines powering the generative AI that is reshaping our entire world. This is the incredible story of how Jensen Huang turned a gaming company into a $3 trillion powerhouse that, in many ways, owns the 21st century. How did he do it? By seeing the future, making a bet that almost broke his company, and having the patience to wait for the world to catch up. Let's rewind to 2006. This is the moment that defines everything. At this point, Nvidia is a successful graphics card company. Gamers love them. But Jensen sees something more. He makes a monumental decision, a bet so big it nearly destroyed the company. He pours billions of dollars into developing something called CUDA. What is CUDA? It's a software platform, and it did something revolutionary. It unlocked Nvidia's graphics chips, allowing them to do far more than just play Call of Duty. CUDA turned every graphics card into a small, general-purpose supercomputer. It was a brilliant move, but for 10 long years, Wall Street absolutely hated it. Analysts called it a colossal waste of money. Why was this gaming company burning cash on a weird software project that had nothing to do with gaming? But Jensen was patient. He was playing a different game entirely. He understood a concept called parallel processing. He knew that one day, scientists and researchers would need massive amounts of this specific kind of computing power. He foresaw a future where artificial intelligence models would need to be trained on unimaginable amounts of data. So he built the library before the books were even written. He proved a fundamental business lesson. The platform is often more valuable than the product. And then it happened. The AI explosion of 2023. Suddenly, everyone from tiny startups to tech giants needed the exact kind of parallel processing power that only Nvidia could provide at scale. While everyone else was scrambling, Jensen Huang was standing there, holding the keys to the entire kingdom. He hadn't just predicted the gold rush. He had spent a decade manufacturing all the shovels. Now let's jump to today, early 2026. The pace hasn't slowed down, it has accelerated. Nvidia has just launched its next-generation architecture, codenamed Rubin. And this isn't just another faster chip. Rubin is the engine for the next great revolution, physical AI. Jensen's new obsession is a project called Omniverse. Think of it as a digital twin of our world. A hyper-realistic simulation where robots can learn to walk, talk, and work before a single piece of hardware is ever built in reality. By providing the brains for this new wave of humanoid robots, Jensen is strategically moving Nvidia's influence from our screens directly into our physical world. He's no longer just selling chips to tech companies and gamers. He's selling the core intelligence to every factory, every hospital, and eventually every household on the planet. He realized that the next great frontier isn't just digital, it's embodied AI. It's intelligence that can move, interact, and work alongside us. So how does one man lead a company that moves this fast? Jensen's leadership style is as unconventional as his vision. He famously has over 50 direct reports. He despises traditional corporate hierarchy, believing it slows down the flow of information. He treats Nvidia not like a machine, but like a living organism that must constantly evolve and adapt to survive. He is famous for his no-nonsense attitude and his singular obsession with what he calls accelerated computing. He doesn't just want to be a player in the tech industry. He wants to be the very foundation it's built upon. There's a famous quote of his that perfectly captures his philosophy. Run, don't walk. Either you are running for food or you are running from being food. This relentless, almost predatory pace is how Nvidia has managed to maintain an astonishing 90% market share in the most critical and competitive industry in the world. The story of Jensen Huang proves that the greatest wealth and the greatest power often comes not from building the final application, but from building the tools that allow everyone else to create and succeed. He didn't build the AI that writes poems or diagnoses diseases. He built the world that makes all of that possible. From a booth at Denny's to the center of the AI universe, it's a journey that raises a huge question for all of us. Does Nvidia's near total control over the hardware that powers AI make it a dangerous monopoly? Or is it the ultimate engine of human progress, accelerating our future at an unprecedented speed? We'd love to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy stories about the titans who are building our future, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.